Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. WrestleMania is officially saved because El Grande Americano is wrestling at WrestleMania. So the internet wrestling community can stop whining because WrestleMania is saved. It's perfect. He's wrestling Rey Mysterio, and it's amazing. But really, that's pretty cool. The whole shtick that Chad Gable has going on as El Grande Americano is very, very entertaining. I'm excited to see where it goes, especially with the legend Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. But the April 7th edition of Monday Night Raw was very good. I mean, we saw an incredible six-man tag match. We saw Bayley versus Lyra in an incredible Intercontinental Championship match. Io Sky just not letting anyone bully her. I think she's going to retain at WrestleMania 41, which would be awesome against two powerhouses like Rhea and Bianca. We also saw one of the best promos, not just by Jey Uso, but by anyone on the roster in a very long time, by Jey Uso for his match with Gunther at WrestleMania 41. I mean, if you remember, which you probably do and should because it was very recently that it happened, Gunther beats the shit out of Jimmy Uso, ties Jey Uso up, gets him bloody, just blood everywhere, wiping the blood all over him, choking him out, just an arm's reach away from his brother, and just absolutely decimated the both of them and made himself look like an absolute ruthless killer. That's the Gunther we all know and appreciate, maybe don't love. And then Jey Uso comes on the April 7th edition of Monday Night Raw with the most passionate, intense, emotional, and real promo we can probably have that elevates this feud to another level. Just like most people, I was very skeptical of Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble and challenging Gunther at WrestleMania. I didn't know where it could go. They already had 3 matches. They were okay. Jey Uso was just yeeting everywhere, and he has totally 100% proved me wrong that he is a main event guy. He can't handle himself on the mic, especially after that promo, which drew me in so much more to this feud. I mean, I was already getting kind of hyped about it and already sort of changed my mind about it after Gunther was wrestling every week. And then Jimmy was getting involved, and then this idea about him botching the dive and then changing it into like this loss of confidence, this doubting himself, this basically being scared of Gunther, then that happening to Jimmy and just totally smashing all of that away. Now he's just coming. He's coming for Gunther on a very personal level. It's not only about winning that world title, but it's about showing the world that you can face your fears, that even though you have doubt and self-confidence issues, that you step forward into growth anyways. And Jey Uso proved that on another level. I'm really, really pumped for this match at WrestleMania. It's one that's must watch now. It may open the show on night 1, and if it does, it could absolutely steal the show as the match of the night. I really do believe that. I don't know who's going to win. I'm leaning towards Jey Uso winning that strap, but I would also love to see Gunther win, hold it until SummerSlam, where then Jey Uso finally wins the strap, wins the big one, especially if they can keep this intensity moving forward with how good both superstars are portraying their characters and their emotions right now. I mean, Gunther walked out and he didn't stop smiling the whole time, just thinking about what he did to Jimmy and Jey, just thinking about how he thinks he has the upper hand, but then Jey comes out and absolutely destroys that paradigm and moves forward with this incredibly passionate, emotional promo about family and being scared and just absolutely coming for Gunther. So that's amazing. I'm really looking forward to that match at WrestleMania 41. And if you are an honest critique of anything at all in terms of professional wrestling, you would feel the same about this. But if you just have this hatred for Jey Uso or for him just being a meme or whatever it is, then you're not looking at this feud or the things that are going on between Jey and Gunther at an honest level, because you should be fired up about it because it's awesome and it could potentially steal the show at WrestleMania, just like I think Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest could steal the show at WrestleMania 41. I mean, these are two huge, athletic, very, very competent professional wrestlers, two of the best in the world, where their promos have been good. I mean, you got put the glass was amazing. I mean, this feud is also intensifying on another level. Hopefully, Drew McIntyre is fine with his eye, but like that could also steal the show as well. And so you have these sort of sleeper matches that people aren't thinking about, that are just like think like whatever it's gonna be. It's about John Cena and Cody Rhodes. They saved the show. It's about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and CM Punk. They saved the show. Yes, those are the two biggest matches on the card that are drawing a lot of eyes and attention, but it's about the other matches that shape the show, that could potentially steal the show, that could potentially make this an all-time WrestleMania. And so speaking about that triple threat, Paul Heyman is in deep trouble. He says he's loyal to CM Punk. He's going to be in CM Punk's corner come WrestleMania 41. He says he's loyal to his tribal chief, Roman Reigns, still his wise man. That's not possible. He cannot be loyal to both men at WrestleMania, because the reason CM Punk has him in his corner is to help him win that match, to solidify CM Punk as a main eventer. Because yes, if you win that triple threat, one of the biggest, if not the biggest triple threat in the history of WrestleMania, you're almost guaranteed a title shot. You're almost guaranteed to be the number one contender, because you just beat two of the biggest superstars, other superstars in the business. You beat both of them. Now you're going to face the champion, because, you know, that's just what it is. So it may be the next challenger for John Cena, which could be a Backlash, which John Cena is scheduled to be there, which have a lot of people thinking that he's going to win the strap at WrestleMania. Could it be John Cena versus CM Punk there? Could it be John Cena versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton? There's a lot of options when it comes to challengers. What will Cody Rhodes do if he loses? Will we hop back and have his rematch at Backlash? There's many options there. So you have to assume that the winner of this match, of this triple threat match, gets skyrocketed to the top of the line for a title shot, because they just won the biggest triple threat in the history of the business at WrestleMania. And so that's why CM Punk wants Paul Heyman in his corner. But so does Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns hasn't been alone in a very, very long time. So what does that cause his psyche? Does he have the same Jey Uso issues of sort of doubt, self-confidence? Can I do this alone? I need Paul Heyman, because he's saying he doesn't need him, that he made him relevant. Those things are not accurate. Now you have Seth Rollins coming here on the April 7th edition of Monday Night Raw, really laying it down, saying that, well, what if he just eliminates Paul Heyman, a helpless, sort of defenseless Paul Heyman? What if he just eliminates him, and then CM Punk comes to save the day, and then Rollins has the opportunity to stomp Heyman's head into the ground and really eliminate him from being involved at this WrestleMania match, because now we're like 11 days away, but he doesn't do it. He stops himself and says, now you owe me a favor. So now we have another favor on the line. Paul Heyman is just handing out favors left and right like it's damn candy, but he already gave the favor to CM Punk. He's in the corner of CM Punk. Roman Reigns is distraught about this, even though he says he's not. He is. He loves Paul Heyman. He loves having him in his corner as his wise man. What is he going to do without him? Now, Seth Rollins playing more mind games, sort of the odd one out, who I actually think should win this triple threat match, and then we potentially see that big-time feud with Paul Heyman between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. They go off and do a feud until CM Punk then maybe challenges John Cena for the title, or whatever the case may be. Then you have potentially Randy Orton moving on to challenge in this sort of Cody Rhodes, John Cena thing, or you have Seth Rollins move into that as well, especially if he wins this triple threat. So now Seth Rollins is playing these mind games, goes for the stomp, doesn't do it, now he owes him a favor. Now you have to think about what that favor might be, and how can it help Seth Rollins win at WrestleMania 41 in the biggest triple threat match in the history of WrestleMania. So very, very interesting stuff. Paul Heyman is in the middle of it all as one of the best just performers, minds in wrestling we've ever seen. So we have to give him his flowers every freaking chance we get. But he's in trouble. What is he going to do? He's in the corner of CM Punk. He's still loyal to Roman Reigns, but now he owes a favor to Seth Rollins. So as we inch closer to WrestleMania 41, we will know what the deal is, and I'm freaking fired up about it. Hopefully you are too. So please comment below what you're most excited about, what you loved or what you love going into WrestleMania 41. I want to hear it all. And then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please share this with every single professional wrestling fan you know on the planet as we grow this channel together. And I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Cheers.